But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
You've talked so many times about the return to prosperity in this U.S. economy. The economy's doing great. I think that's going to show up in earnings.
Earnings. That's all they're talking about, because we start earnings on Monday. And remember, the banks, it's the banks that lead the way. And unfortunately, our banks have not been leading the way. You can't hold a stock market. When it's rallying, it won't hold unless you have the banks. It'll go for a while, but it's not going to hold. You just can't do it. And it's the biggest problem we have with banks right now. If you look on any chart, and if you want to go to my site, go to philsgang.com, and you click on radio show, and you can see the show, the radio show. The cam's up, and then you can see my charts. You can follow along on your mobile device, whatever you're using. But the earnings is a joke. What they're not telling you is earnings came from all the stock buybacks. But where did the stock buybacks come from? Where do we get all that money? Well, we got the money by printing it. We were printing $64 billion a month in 2008 after the market crashed. And $9 trillion went to stock buybacks. Without those stock buybacks, and also, remember, China lends us a ton of money. And right now, the biggest concern we have is China, because if China right now, its economy is slowing, and that, people don't understand how important China is. China is a miracle. China's been a miracle for us since 2008, because China leads. They're the savers. Remember, Chinese people save. That's all they do is save. And what they do is they export their savings to us. Like in 2008, exactly what they did. They exported their savings to us. And because we have all their money, we just go and keep spending like crazy. Where do you think all the money came also during the housing boom? All came from Chinese. That's how you got them. Yeah, you went to a United States bank. You went to a mortgage broker. They got you through a bank, but it was China's money. If it wasn't for China, you couldn't have a mortgage on your house, because they're savers. And they export that savings to us through lending. And that keeps pressure on the rates down. So that's how the rates go down, because they have so much money, China, they export it to us, and our rates go down, and we're able to borrow beyond what we can sustain. Our people go crazy. Now, little as I say, people know that most of that money comes from China. Well, we got a problem right now. We got huge global debt. Now, it's not only us, but there's global debt that's incredible out there. I mean, if the debt that we have, the global debt that's sitting out there right now is, we have, think about this, we have over 68 trillion. That's to all the if you take all the global countries that we all do business with, we're all in one basket now, globally. So think of it this way, including our corporations, all the corporations in the countries we do business with, Germany, France, all over, they're in debt, $68 trillion. Now, that's just the corporations. Now that's the non-financial companies. Now go to the financial companies. All the banks, like our banks and the banks around Germany and everything else around the world, the globe, 58 trillion. Just think of the debt that's sitting out there. There's 68 trillion, the non-financial companies, another 58 trillion in borrowings for the financials, the banks. The next biggest borrower is our government. Of course, we sell treasuries to borrow 63 trillion. So all the global economies right now together, 63 trillion in debt. Then take all the households around the globe, 44 trillion in debt. Nobody thinks about that. But China is the major concern now because they're the one that pumps the money, because their people are the savers. And remember, when we had the crash in 2008, what they did was they saved all of us because they could give us money because their economy was booming, because what they were doing is they were doing all kinds of construction. They were building cities, which now they call ghost cities. But that's all changed now. What's happened is because from 2008 to 2017, they went on such a building spree that they invested in a lot of white elephants. Now, this is bad for us. Remember we used to say the way GM goes is the way America goes? Well, the way China goes is the way the whole world goes, economy. So now China finds themselves where we were in 2008 because, remember, they too did the same thing. They went wild. They invested in a lot of white elephants. They invested in these 50 cities. They call ghost cities now. There's the size of Chicago, about 50 of them. None of them live in those cities. They invested in coal mines. They invested in new airports. They're building airports where there are no people. Imagine that. They're building airports, terminals where nobody goes. Well, that's all come home to roost now. So now they're trying to save themselves. So they no longer can be our miracle or all the other countries' miracle. That's why we're having a global meltdown. And these people don't want to tell you that on TV. People say, oh, gee, Phil is negative. No, I'm not negative. I'm just telling you the truth. They don't want to tell you this. Just like earnings. Listen to what he says about earnings.
The economy is really strong. Corporate earnings have been great. All of the positive news that we've seen through this whole cycle continues.
Okay.
Earnings just continue to move higher.
The strongest corporate earnings growth in 7 years.
The important thing is earnings generally have been great.
Earnings are still very solid.
Yeah, right. Earnings are great, they're saying, right? This is one I love.
On one hand, economic data, solid, strong, really great, but then the market falls apart in the fourth quarter. I mean, give me a break.
Give you a break? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Here's what he's complaining about. He's saying, man, if you take 2018, we're doing fantastic. Our earnings were going up, was terrific. And all of a sudden, the fourth quarter, our earnings start going down. Why? He's like he doesn't know why. Because they've been masking the truth. All this debt has been killing our companies. Now think of what's going on. You take the first quarter, the second quarter of 2018. How do they get their earnings? They cheat. They do stock buybacks. Companies buy their own shares back. When they buy their own shares back, it pushes up their earnings. It's manipulation. So it pushes up their earnings. When it pushes up their earnings, it pushes up their stock price. So the first quarter was fantastic, all fake. The second quarter, same thing. Stock buybacks, push their earnings up, push up stocks. The third quarter comes. What do? They cheat because they knew that the GDP was going to come in at like 1.9%. So they grab soybeans out in the future, pull them into the third quarter to make the third quarter look great, the growth. And now also we come to the last quarter, everything's falling apart. Because guess what? Interest rates went up. Corporations aren't doing stock buybacks like they used to. Because why? Well, it's easy to do stock buybacks, buy billions of dollars in stock buybacks when you're paying nothing for borrowed money, but now you're paying 3-4%. It's different. This is amazing. Everyone's saying this crash is over. I'll explain when I get back why it's not. We'll be right back here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, we're talking about the market. People are saying, well, this crash is over. No, it's not over. All this has been is what we call a short covering rally. Now, if you go to my site, philsgang.com, and you go to where it says radio show, click on, and you'll see the charts if you have a mobile device, and I'll show you what's going on. First of all, they're talking about earnings. Well, I'm sorry. Earnings are going to start Monday. The bank earnings will come out first. Those are the most important because it's the banks that hold the entire stock market up. Now, the banks, those earnings are going to be dismal. They know this, and they know all the other earnings coming out are going to be terrible. While they've been telling you, where they put this fake narrative in, like this.
The economy's really strong. Corporate earnings have been great.
Corporate earnings have been great. I'm not going to waste your time. I got 10 cuts like that. Corporate earnings great. Corporate earnings great. But here's what they knew. They knew that the corporate earnings that are coming out are not going to be great. In fact, the ones going forward is the one we're concerned about, earnings going forward. The ones that are coming out are behind us. They're trailing. And the fourth quarter is not going to be great. You heard what Payne said. He's all upset.
On one hand, economic data, solid, strong, really great, but then the market falls apart in the fourth quarter. I mean, give me a break.
Give me a break? Well, what'd you expect? What'd you expect? He says, earnings fall apart in the fourth quarter. Give me a break. What did he expect? All the other quarters since 2008 been rigged by stock buybacks. When interest rates started to go up, now the corporations, as they got into the third quarter, okay, and they got in the third quarter, they knew it was over because they weren't getting money free anymore. So they couldn't, remember, they borrowed $9 trillion, these corporations, at zero interest. Now, when interest rates went up, they got to pay that back at 3-4%. They can't borrow more money to buy stocks to push their earnings up. They knew this. So why did we have this fantastic third quarter, but the fourth quarter they're going to report starting Monday is going to be terrible? Because the stock buybacks are diminishing because interest rates went up. They can't afford to buy stocks, their own stock anymore, because they got a problem. They owe $9 trillion, these corporations, and the stock prices they bought are too high. And now they got to pay that $9 trillion back, not at 0, but at 3 and 4%. So that's why, and he knows, and he sits there and says, give me a break. Fourth quarter's going down. Here's what he and everybody else knew, but weren't going to tell you. Well, they're telling you earnings are great. They knew that Apple was going to cut their revenue guidance for the first time in 16 years. They knew that while they're telling you this kind of crap.
You've talked so many times about the return to prosperity in this U.S. economy. The economy's doing great. I think that's going to show up in earnings.
It's not going to show up in earnings. But here's what they knew. They knew this too. But they wanted to pump this market up. They brought in Powell to pump this market up so they could get their money out. That's what they always do. The big guys never lose because they create the market. So they giving you this very fake narrative that everything's great. They knew that when they were saying earnings are great, they knew Apple cut revenue guidance for the first time in 16 years. They knew Macy was cutting its guidance, and we also saw those shares plunge. Barnes & Noble cut their guidance and their outlook. FedEx cut their earnings big time. Delta cut their earnings. Kohl's cut their earnings. Ford cut their earnings and laying people off, by the way. Jaguar announced it's cutting 10% of its workforce. Oh, you didn't hear any of that. No, you didn't hear any of that at all. This is what you heard.
We have a very good jobs market. Wages are going up. We have confidence in the consumer.
Yeah, confidence. He's getting laid off. And corporations having trouble because they can't buy their own shares. And the earnings that are going to come out are going to stink because they didn't want to tell you the truth. They didn't want to tell you the truth, what was going on. The earnings are going to be dismal due to all this massive debt. And now it's not only the debt in the United States, we have this terrible global debt at $247 trillion. Do you know what debt does? Whether it's here in the United States or globally, debt stops growth. Debt kills jobs. Debt kills wages. And with $247 trillion around the globe, including the United States, are you nuts? They knew this while they were telling you how great the economy was and how great earnings were. They knew earnings were not going to be good, but they needed to rally the market so they could get out. That's what it was all about. So now they got $247 trillion. That is more debt. We have more global debt than we had in 2008. Now, Kudlow, unbelievable. What does he do? He's the president's right-hand guy. I can't believe the president chose Kudlow. He wouldn't know a good financing if he tripped over it. So he's for physical stimulus, more borrowing. Then what does he do? He goes in and tells the president, let's also give a tax cut to the large corporations who are making $17 trillion a year. Are you kidding? He was telling the president to increase the budget deficit at a time when he should have been saying, let's decrease the budget deficit. This guy's got to get fired. If the president doesn't get reelected over the fate of this country, what it's going to look like, it's going to be terrible in the next few years. In the next 2 years, it's going to be awful because of Kudlow. Kudlow recommended this. Kudlow says, let's keep stimulating the economy. Let's keep borrowing money. Let's take the tax revenue and give it back to the large corporations, to our friends. This is what Kudlow's recommending. And Kudlow's recommending this to the president, knowing debt keeps wages down. Household debt was already rising 60% faster than a person's wages. Debt's growing 7 times faster than the economy, and Kudlow's telling the president, we need more debt. What are you, nuts? When we get back, I'm going to show you how we made money through all this.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At philsgang.com, we teach you how to secure your financial stability. With a Phil's Gang membership, you will learn and understand how to invest in the stock market and how to keep those profits. Avoid the financial pain of 2008. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil's Gang. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. By the way, I'm going to be at the Money Show on February 7th through the 10th. Love to have you join me. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida at the Omni Resort at Champions Gate. That's February 7th through the 10th. On Saturday, I'm going to be giving a workshop at 2 p.m. Don't miss it. So if you can make it, it's free, okay? And love to see you there. And I'll be there, as I say, from February 7th through the 10th. That's the Money Show. It's free. That's at the Omni Resort in Champions Gate, Orlando, Florida. And I'll be giving my workshop, okay, on Saturday at 2 p.m. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to go over where our members stand with our stocks during this short covering rally. No, this is not a rally. It's a short covering rally. It's not going to last. But we took advantage of it, and we're making some money. But first, I want to show you something. Listen, I want you to listen to something. And by the way, you can see my cam is on. If you have a mobile device, you can see the stocks that I'm talking about. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, and you can click on. Okay, listen to this.
I would say if you look fairly back at the record and don't expect perfection, that the Fed did a very good job, particularly at the height of the crisis. The first quantitative easing program and the other things that the government did, not the Fed, were successful.
Successful? 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Would you call that successful? 78% paycheck to paycheck. What are you, nuts? Successful? They're talking about quantitative easing. I'll show you what they did. Okay, the market crashes in 2008. They should have let the market continue to crash. They shouldn't have corrected it. They should let the correction happen, but no, they interfered, and no longer is a free market capital system. They jumped in, and they printed, called QE. They printed immediately $3.2 trillion. The Federal Reserve purchased $1 trillion worth of stock on November 2008. And the market went up 80%. It didn't go up because of earnings. It didn't go up because of profits. It went because Federal Reserve goes in and purchases stock themselves. All fake. November 2010, market starting to collapse. They go back in, short it back up, prop it back up, $650 billion. They buy more shares. The stock market goes up 33%. Starts to collapse again. They do another QE. This is the third one. $400 billion, September 2011, the market went up 28%. They did another one, October 2012, market went up 25% because they bought $1 trillion worth of stock. So what they bought is $1 trillion, 650, another $400 billion, and another $1 trillion. Wait a minute. That's not good for the economy. That's all fake. Then they started their stock buybacks to keep the earnings up, so that each company could buy their own shares, reduce their shares, so when they reported their earnings, which were real crap, what they could do is spread their earnings over fewer shares that they owned, which then took and pushed the earnings up, and then pushed the stock price up, all false, and then they had a false set of profits, which was paper profits. This is called a bubble, and when the bubble comes to an end, and all this debt, they have to pay it back. Interest rates are no longer zero. And that's why we saw the third quarter or the fourth quarter earnings starting to tank. And then they're all surprised. They're not surprised. They know exactly what was going on. At the same time, it wasn't just us. It was all through the world. And so now we have $247 trillion in global debt, besides our own debt here, $21 trillion. Debt is a killer. I can't believe he's saying how great this QE was. It's not great. It's killing her. Now, who was it great for? It was great for the 1 percentile because the market went up 350%, but it went up, the 1 percentile, it went up, think of it this way, the market went up $17 trillion. Who grabbed the $17 trillion? 85% or 95% of that went to the 1 percentile. I'm sorry, $15 trillion. The market went up $15 trillion, and the 1 percentile, they grabbed 85% of that $15 trillion. 85% of $15 trillion. What about our workforce? No, 78% of the people are working paycheck to paycheck. So how could he say this?
I would say if you look fairly back at the record and don't expect perfection, that the Fed did a very good job.
Very good job. That was a great job. Anybody could do that. A monkey could do that. If a monkey was a billionaire, he could do that.
Wow.
All fake. But here's the real problem. As the 1% became even more rich, what happens? Our Congress continues to let them do QE. Why would our Congress let them do QE? Are you nuts? QE used to be a fraud. It was a felony. But they let them continue to do it. Why? Because the more wealth the 1% created, they owned Congress. And they would tell Congress what rules, what regulations they could set and not set, because they were so powerful, the 1%, so wealthy, that they could go and buy the Congress. And that's what they've done. So think about, I mean, this is amazing if you think about it, how they knew, our Congress, that this was terrible. Stock buybacks was a killer. Kudlow was killing the country. But when they started, now Kudlow had nothing to do with 2008, but think about it. This Congress of ours could care less about America. We talked about that yesterday. They could care less. All they cared about was themselves, and they were bought. And there's the problem. Just think about it. Our Congress, I mean, I get sick thinking about it. They let them do this since 2008. Stock buybacks is the biggest threat to our economy, to our economic growth, but Congress lets them do this? Print $16 trillion? Our Congress lets them, knowing there's nothing more, that this stock buyback is nothing more than a tool to artificially inflate the bottom line earnings, so to manipulate stock prices higher, so the CEO gets rich and the 1 percentile get rich, but the workers don't get anything. But Congress lets that happen. That's why it's called, stock buybacks are called prosperity without profits. Prosperity without profits. But Congress knew all this. Stock buyback steals money. They knew the stock buyback steals money from the company's capital investment account. How important is that? That's real important, because a company should take that capital investment and invest it back into the company to increase productivity. And then when you increase productivity, you increase wages. But they didn't do that. Congress knew they weren't doing that. Congress instead knew that the CEO was putting in their own pocket and into the big shareholders' pocket, and nothing was flowing down to Main Street, especially the middle class. There was no increase in wages, and what little increases they got, let's say 3% a year, was being eaten up just by health care alone. Obamacare, that was going up 5% a year. Isn't this amazing? But they're bought. They were bought. So I can't fix any of that. I can't fix that. I mean, I was wrong. The 1 percentile sliced up 95% of the gains in the stock market from 2008 to 2018 that was manufactured by stock buybacks. But here's what we can do. Let's go to the Stock Corner. I'll show you what my members are doing.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
Okay, here's what we can do. If you join my gang, you become a member, then what you're going to, if you don't have time, and if you're just a very, very busy person, and even if you aren't busy, if you just don't want to go learn, you don't want to come to the class from 9:30 to 11 o'clock, you just don't want to learn, I understand that. Then why don't you join my gang, $39.95, and just follow the Working Investor Group, which are the same 5 stocks we've been in long term for 2 years, making an average of at least 10%. I can't guarantee that. Whatever we made in the past, I can't guarantee it going forward. But that'd be so simple. And all we ask is to send some money to St. Jude. We'll be right back to see how well our members are doing.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have 3 wonderful programs. We have a program for a person who just doesn't have time, the very, very busy person, where you follow my 5 recommendations, the same 5 stocks I've been investing in for over 2 years. You follow those recommendations. We tell you exactly what to do with those 5 stocks with complete support. So easy to do. We also have another program where you can follow 3 to 4 of the stocks that I actively trade every day. And then finally, if you want to really learn about investing and trading and all aspects of it, we have the best educational program in the country. So we have it all. Join my gang, philsgang.com. 877-600-GANG. That's philsgang.com. See you on the charts.
Don't wait. Make it a prosperous new year with Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang and Stock Corner. Let's see how well our members are doing. Okay, first of all, you should know, you can see this, if you go to philsgang.com, hit radio show, and you can see my charts, and if you have a mobile device, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Okay, the stock market since October dropped 20%. Now, Powell comes in, he needs to rally it. So he came out with a subliminal message, he's not going to raise rates anymore. And now the stock market, everybody who was shorting it like ourselves, who made a lot of money shorting it, we have to turn around and buy those shorts back, which pushes up the stock market, and it pushes it up 10%. But now that's pretty much over because it's just buying your own shares back. They're not going to explain that to you. But the key is, this market's got to stay, the S&P's got to stay above 2,510. But more important, it's got to get above 263, its 50-day moving average. There's a lot of trouble right here. If it doesn't get above that 250 and hold, doesn't get above 263 and hold, the 50-day, and if it breaks back down through 251, it's over. So Powell made sure that didn't happen by coming out saying he's not going to do rate hikes. But think about what he is saying. By saying they're not going to raise rates, the dollar's come down. And when a weak dollar means a weak economy. So how can they tell us the economy's great if the dollar's on the way down? They took parking space in our head not so long ago when they said we're going to raise interest rates because the economy's so strong, and the dollar goes up. So they said, with a strong dollar, you have a strong economy. Well, with a weak dollar, you have a weak economy. But now that the dollar's going down because they're not going to raise rates anymore, because the dollar's not going to, they're not going to raise rates, therefore the dollar's not going to go up anymore. They're trying to convince us with a weak dollar the economy's great. The economy can't be great with a strong dollar, and the economy can't be great with a weak dollar. Take your pick. So we cannot settle any of this stuff. All we can do for our members is try to make some money and make it together. So, again, if you want to be a member and you don't have a lot of time, you just want me to tell you, okay, here's the stock we're going to buy, and bring you right through it from beginning to end, then join the gang, $39.95. You get access to everything, but the one group you may want to start with first is the Working Investor Group, where the same 5 stocks we've been invested in for 2 years. There's no reason you can't make a 10% return, and that's even without shorting. So that is a fantastic opportunity right there in itself. You haven't got to do a thing. We'll tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add to your position, when to take off your position, when to put stops in. We hold your hand, and we tell you when to run like hell. Try it for 30 days. You'll say, God, I wish I was doing this years ago. All right. Now, during this rally that you're seeing on my chart right here, see how it turned green? It went from red to green, the spiders. Now, what we did is we decided to buy Hess. So we bought a little bit of Hess. Just give you an example, or start with Nugget. Okay, we bought some Nugget, and when it went from red to green, we bought Nugget, and the gang is up. Nugget's up 20%. I'm not saying every gang member's up 20%, because I don't know exactly when the gang members get in, every gang member. Some get in earlier, some get later. But I can tell you from what I can tell you with certainty, from when it turned green, from red, it's still green, we're up 20% on Nugget. GDX, if you look at it right here in my chart, same thing. GDX, we're now up 13% on GDX. See where it went from red to green? Now we track it. And by the way, if you're with our Working Investor Group, we do all this for you. And if you want to be aggressive, come to our class every morning from 9:30 to 11, where we teach you how to invest and how to trade. But if you don't want to know and you just want to be part of the Working Investor Group, fine. Okay, another one we just did, our members are doing great with, was POS, silver. Now, POS, we done very well with POS. Another one, see where it was red? You can see on my chart it was red. Once it turned green, we told them, okay, our gang members start buying. And it's still green today. And POS right now is up 10%. 10%. And that started, by the way, turned green on December 7th. So, again, whether you're Working Investor Group, where you follow our 5 stocks plus our bonus stocks, like Netflix, we're up 11%. We gave our folks who are working investors, we gave them Netflix as a nice bonus stock. And you can see where it was red, coming all the way down red, then she turned green right here. And now look at it. She's up beautifully. We bought Netflix at around $305. Today it's $337, and that gives us about 11% gain. Now, the key is we're just not going to stay in them. We put stops in. So if it comes down below, well, this is a very high price stock, so we give it a much more of a stop. But say we give this one a 5% stop. We can't, we're up. We know right now Netflix, we're up 11%. The worst thing that could happen, we're going to put a stop in, we'll at least keep 5% of it. What's wrong with that? And this is for people who don't have to come to class, do nothing. You just check at 2 o'clock every afternoon. We do the video for you. For the Working Investor Group, tells you exactly what to do with each individual stock. And if you still get confused, you have the whole team here to coach you. You just call support and tell us which stock of the 5 you're in or one of the bonus stocks. We tell you exactly what to do. Look, I'm going to finally tell you this. This stock market, it's not over. There's too much debt. See, they're never going to tell you that. And to tell you, they say, I'm negative. No, I'm not negative. I'm just telling the truth. You can't, can anyone imagine the debt? You know what debt is in your house, right? How could anybody, think about the debt we have globally. Unbelievable. What, $242 trillion? Then we have our own country, $21 trillion. We're so buried with debt. And now China's the real problem because it was China who keeps us afloat. Those people are savers. They're the ones that give us all the money. All the money. And remember now, the biggest problem now, the global markets are falling apart because China's falling apart. And now the debt of $247 trillion is no longer free money. I mean, think about it. The non-financial companies borrowed $68 trillion. The financial companies around the globe borrowed $63 trillion. This is insane stuff. Our households around the country borrowed $44 trillion. Our households in the United States borrowed $13 trillion. Once you have to start paying that back, there's a problem. That's when the bubble starts falling apart. Or breaks. And that's what happened in October. During these crashes, you get these kind of what we call rallies, bear rallies. That's all this is. There is no way. The only way they can continue this market to go back up to where it was in October and hold up there is they start saying they're going to do QE again. They're going to start printing money, giving it to for the Federal Reserve to buy its own stock, $3.2 trillion, to take another $9 trillion and give it to the corporations to buy their own shares, to rig it so they can fake their earnings and their profits. And I mean that's $9 trillion. So and I mean this is amazing. You think this is all on this is just all fake, but that's okay. I'm not going to find religion and say, gee, this is all bad, it's all fake, I'm not going to make money. Of course not. And we're even making money now in this fake rally we're having, this fake rally that's going on now. This is crazy. So look, join my gang. Try it, for heaven's sakes. Try it for 1 month. That's all. And try the Working Investor Group. You'll love it. You'll love it. All right. I can't emphasize enough how China is so important. If you think about where we stand right now with all this debt, $247 trillion globally, it means all our countries together, we all work together as one now, plus our own debt's $21 trillion. Household debt around the world's $44 trillion. Our debt's $13 trillion. This whole stock market rally's been pushed up by fake, stock buybacks. And the government, our Congress, knew that this is the worst thing in the world. Stock buybacks, it's a felony at one point. It was a criminal. But yet Congress allowed it all to happen. So let's take advantage of this. When the market starts to collapse again, what are we going to do? We're going to be in a position to short. There's your problem with your 401k. The money you lost, the 20% that when the market went down, you can't mitigate that. They don't allow you to mitigate it by shorting. Join my gang today, 877-600-GANG. Help yourself. Help St. Jude. Try it for 30 days. You'll love it. It works. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to